All right, we back. We had technical difficulties. Sorry about that, but we back. So I guess where we left off at is we was told I was trying to ask a question about who you got between Thunder and the Mavs.
Mm. Ooh, that's gonna be a great series. I got the Mavs taking this one. Don't I? Kyrie has proven time and time again that's the guy you want with the ball. Last minute, last second, last 5 seconds. Luca is still Luca. Triple double. I think they have a great cast around them. They've gotten better defensively in this playoffs. Um, do like OKC just because they're young, they can still run the ball. But I like Mavs. You can't bet against Luca and Irving at this point. They've shown
Oh,
throughout
so
the
you
whole
going
series
you going
last
with the
year.
names on the back then?
Yeah, man. I mean, look, they took down Harden, PG, Kawhi, and Westbrook. That's four Hall of Famers they took down. So Oklahoma, they're still a very young team. I like I like that kid Williams a lot, but I'll go with the Mavs with this one. I got the Mavs in seven.
7.
Seven.
I'm picking. I said OKC, man. I'm going
Mm.
against you all day today, man. Fuck all this shit. I'm going against you. I'm picking OKC. I'm tired of these names on the back. Luca is my favorite player, but I'm going with SGA, man. I'm going with SGA. I think they can
Mhm.
spread the floor. I think this is what's gonna have to happen if OKC needs to win. Josh Giddey gotta have monster games. He has to have 4 good games in order for them to win. Because he's like the only guy on the court on the starting five that can't shoot threes too well. So he's a horrible 3-point shooter. I just think that if he does good, I think they'd be in good shape. I think with the Mavs, it's just too much of Kyrie and it's just too much of Luca doing everything. It's just them two. Just it's like, yo, if one of them get in foul trouble, the other one has to pick up way more work. If one gets hurt, I don't know. I don't like how that team how they do things. I mean, Jason Kidd, he's a small dude, so that what's his name? Diagonal, whatever his name. Yeah, you know what? Excuse me, I don't want to disrespect the man. Coach of the year, but I think maybe if he can outcoach Jason Kidd, I think they got a chance. But Josh Giddey to me has to be the key in order for them to win that series. I don't see none. I don't think the Mavs is that good. They got past the Clippers because the Clippers are bumps. So like nobody cares about the Clippers. It's the same old situation between James Harden and playoff so-called Pete. He's so-called playoff Pete. No, you're season P, okay? Because you don't do shit. You're half-ass. One game you're doing this, the next game you're not doing nothing. It's the same thing, James Harden. One game you do this, then the next game you're nowhere to be found. You, we need a magnifying glass to find these dudes because it's like, yo, these dudes you can't find them. So
I mean, they got four guys that are not it guys anymore. They're older. Harden showed his age last game. Westbrook showed his age last game. They
Westbrook, I
barely
think
they they
Westbrook
barely
is a
scored.
role player. Westbrook is a bench player now, man. Like
I think
he can't
he
shoot
can
for
he can
shit.
fit somewhere. He can fit somewhere. I don't know where, but he can fit somewhere. Maybe them bum ass Suns might could use a better guard than what they have out there.
You
Cause
want him to go back with KD again?
not really. Cause I'm sick and tired of KD. I really am.
Yeah, his numbers is not impactful no more. It's
Yeah,
just
it's
the
not.
same numbers. Yo, man. I'm gonna say it again. Yo, move over. These young bucks is taking over. I mean, of course, your New York Knicks got a young buck, so these dudes they taking over, man. It's time, yo. I'm tired of seeing the same dude. Hey, I'm giving everybody a 10-year threshold. You don't win a championship in your 10 years being in the league. I'm giving you 10 to 13 years. Embiid is on the 10. He's on the 10. He has 3 more years. You don't do nothing in 3 more years, you're a role player. They're gonna have to find you a guy that can take over for you. So I think it's just I'm giving dudes 13 years. I'm giving you 10 years to do something, and within that 3-year gap, you're a role player. Nobody is going to be like LeBron James and still be the number one guy. No, I don't see that happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't. Maybe John Morant. I don't know. When he come back, he got the kids with him, so I don't know. But let's move on to the next game. We got who we got? Oh yeah, because Cleveland just won their game, right? They just beat Orlando.
Yep.
It was a wild game. I was just watching. So we got Cavs in Boston. Who you got?
I mean, this is going straight to NBA TV. No, but
I don't think no
nobody's
more games go to NBA
uh,
TV.
yo.
Everything
It
is
should
TNT and ESPN now.
throw that shit on Amazon or some shit. Throw that shit
They don't
somewhere
even got
else.
the contract, so how you gonna throw it on
Yo,
Amazon?
it's not. It's what are we doing? What are we watching? We're gonna watch Boston just straight up destroy the Cavs. Now I got Boston in 5 games. I think Cavs is gonna take one. I think they're gonna catch Boston. Boston is one of those teams that they're gonna take one game off. It's always one game. They're always gonna take that one game off. And Cavs is gonna take it and it's gonna be a 4-1. I don't see no other outcome. Cavs is just too small. I like Evan Mobley a lot, but he's slim. He ain't back. He ain't strong. Jared Allen, sometimes he's just out there just doing whatever the fuck. I don't know what he doing out there, but he ain't
He's
no
injured.
offense.
Allen hasn't played in I think in 2 games now. He's injured.
Look at that shit. So you
He
lost
got
your
a he got
interior
a
defender.
got a hand injury.
So I mean, your bench is suspect. Uh, yeah, I just like Boston. Boston is better defensively. Um, they got better players. Brown, Tatum. Although KP is out, I still got Boston in 5. It don't matter.
I got Boston in 6. I
You
think
got
Donovan
Cavs
can get
taking
2
two
games.
games.
Yeah, I think he can get 2 games.
Are Cavs what?
I'd be surprised if he do get 2 games, but I think he get 2 games. Why not?
Yeah, I don't know.
I
I
mean,
don't
make the
know.
series interesting. I mean, come on, man. You know Boston, they play around too much, man. They want to shoot. They
But
want to shoot.
listen, the quicker
They want
they
to be the Golden State Warriors. They want to shoot threes. They isolate. They don't even have an offensive type of scheme the way they play ball. It's just driving, kick, shoot threes, and
play defense.
just play. Yeah, they play good. They play good one-on-one defense because all they players is two-way players.
I mean, listen, you got
Every
Drew
single one of their
Holiday.
players two-way players. So
Derek White is a very great defender. He's very good at defending. That team is a defending juggernaut. Now I see why every team is trying to duck him, but
I think they have the best starting 5 in basketball right now. They do have the best starting 5. But I think they just play around too much. I mean, look at the last games that they played, right? When they played Miami. They 2 main stars ain't do shit. They had horrible games. And it took Derek White to score 30-something points to beat them in one of those Miami Heat games. So I think Donovan and Garland can at least Garland might be. Yeah, I think Garland is going to have issues in this series because I think Donovan can beat his matchup against Derek White. I think Garland with Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday is a bigger player. Pause. I think he's I think Garland is going to have issues with him. And Evan Mobley, he doesn't have a game. I was watching him today against Orlando. He doesn't have a low post game. He's not a very good jump shooter. He's a good shot blocker. So he's only good for screens and just probably throw lobs and rebounding. I look at his game like I don't think he's all that. I ain't gonna say all that. I don't think he's a very skilled player. You know what I'm saying? I think he's just tall and he could just do other shit.
He's not the best at one thing. He's good at many other things.
But he could play defense though. I give him that, and he can grab rebound. He's a good shot blocker, but set screens, yeah, that's probably it. I mean, they do got Struce. Remember, Struce was on that Miami Heat team when they beat the Celtics last year. So they got Max Struce. So Max Max could do something.
Max can give you one game, but
Now they give them about 2 games. And you know what's crazy? It's this other kid, man. Let me look him up. He plays for the Cavs. I was watching their game against Orlando today, and his 3-point game is yo. He can shoot threes. Like, let me look up the Cavs roster. Let me tell you because I know what the guy looks like. Let me tell you. Oh, his name is Sam Merrill. Sam Merrill. Look out. That dude, he can flat out shoot, man. Like he got a gun on his shoulder. He can shoot. So I think he's gonna do some wonders with him because I don't think he's on their scouting report. I don't think they looking at him on the scouting report. So I guess when he get that one game, he's gonna be on the Celtics scouting report. So I think they could get 2 games out of this series, but I got Boston. And let's move on to your New York Knicks. We already know who you got, but we gotta ask anyway. So who wins this series and why? Knicks
come
versus
on,
Pacers.
man. Knicks in. I'm gonna be generous here. Knicks in 6. Truly, ideally, I think Knicks can close it up in 5.
What?
5 and
You're
5. Let me tell
delusional.
you, the Pacers, the Pacers are a fast team, run and gun, led by Tyrese Halliburton, who always gets a double double with assistant points. But his shooting is ass. His percentage is not up there. He shoots a lot of shots. Free throws aren't really there. You look at their bench. The bench is not. Ain't nobody scaring you. Obi Toppin is not scaring you out there. What's his name?
TJ McConnell.
Listen, that's a Nick killer. He always plays great against the Knicks, but these Knicks are different.
He's been around for a minute too.
Yeah, he's been around for a long time, playing for the same goddamn team.
Yeah, he's been around
But
for a while.
Knicks are a better defensive team. We do got the better player playing on the court. Ain't
I
no
get that.
way Halliburton is better than Brunson at this point. So we got the better player, we got the better defense, and we got the biggest crowd. We got the Garden. Ain't no way. You saw how we got Philly the fuck up out of here in 6 games. Pacers are not. They're not a better team than Philly. I don't think they are. So with that being said, process of elimination, those fucking bum Pacers are getting the fuck out of here, and that bum ass Halliburton with his double dual voice bullshit is getting the fuck out of here too. Yo, fuck the Pacers. We're getting back for that Roy Hibbert block. We getting back for the Reggie Miller, I mean, choking shit. We getting back at the Pacers. Fuck Rick Smith. Fuck all of them. fuck Jamal Tinsley, fuck Mashburn, all them fucking players that were playing on the Pacers, fuck them all.
Yo,
All right,
Ho, you hear this shit, man?
none of them are gonna be there when the Pacers play.
Oh,
You know
you
why?
can't.
Because
Oh my gosh.
you're gonna see Spreewell, you're gonna see Allen Houston, Larry Johnson, John Starks, Melo, Ewing. You're gonna see them right there. Knicks in 5. I'm just being nice, Knicks in 6, but Knicks really in 5. Ain't no way they beating the Knicks. Ain't no fucking way. No way we playing down to that competition. Get that shit out of here.
Yo, I want the Knicks to win this because I'm from New York, but yo, I'm going with the Pacers. I'm telling you, man, fuck this shit. I told you, man, I'm going against you through this whole ordeal, man. Listen, we know Tom Thibodeau like to run his players down to the ground. You think DiVincenzo go play the whole game running up and down the court? No. You think Josh Hart go be doing all that running up? I think it's gonna go 7. I don't think Josh Hart gonna be playing all these loaded minutes. So you better start playing Precious Achua, right? You bet see what Shea Milton could do. He on that bench too, but I guess Tom Thibodeau don't know who he is, so he ain't gonna play him. Okay. I think Obi Toppin gonna have his revenge because his exit from the Knicks, and I know it was reported that he had issues with Tom Thibodeau, so I see that. Yes, Brunson will be the best player, but I don't think Brunson doing all this shenanigans on the court, running around screens, doing all this, doing all that. I don't think that's gonna keep up. I mean, he's gonna get burnt out. I say the Pacers in 7. Fuck all that. I'm not gonna sit here having anxiety attack and panic attack and doing all this. The Knicks is not fully healthy now. They had Randall that could bruise what's the name? Because look, you got to look at it, right? You got I think Brunson gonna win his matchup, right? DiVincenzo can win his matchup because I don't even know who the shooting guard over there for the Pacers. I don't forgot his name. Neesmith, whatever Smith they got. I don't know. Nem Smith. Can he? I think Josh Hart can win that matchup. So that's 3 wins for the Knicks. But that I just think I think Obi Toppin is gonna get his revenge, and Pascal Siakam is gonna be a little issue for y'all. Well, Anunoby, they're gonna have Anunoby to guard him, but I think it's gonna be a little issue, man.
I mean, listen,
And they run up. Come on, they average about 120 some points per game, man. Come on.
Right, but the Knicks are one of the top 5 defensive teams in the whole entire playoff, if not
fact,
number
but the
1.
Knicks is slow. They play like the '94 Knicks. They
No
they
matter,
walk.
but that's the whole point. We're gonna walk them down the fucking court
The
like a
Knicks,
fucking
the way
shit
the
that
Knicks
they
play, they
are.
look like senior citizens at a rec
Look
center.
like, see, we're gonna feed them Jello shots, my brother. That's what the fuck we're gonna feed them. Fuck the Pacers. They're
No
not
problem.
running and gunning. They're not doing. They live and die by that 3-point shot. All right, we got a guard for every single one of their bum ass players. We got
And
everybody.
you live and die by Jalen Brunson. So
Jalen Brunson is gonna show up. He ain't going nowhere. He already proved that with Philly. He ain't going nowhere. That's
hey, wait,
him.
this is not Philly though. This is Indiana. They
Philly
call the
better,
Pacers for a reason.
but Philly had a
Their
better
names at
defensive
all.
matchup.
They are a pace car. They are the Pacers for a reason.
Fuck
They're gonna
Rick
move.
Carlisle.
They're gonna
Fuck
move the
Rick
pace.
Carlisle. Fuck the Pacers. They don't got
Rick
any
Carlisle won a
defensive
championship.
bone. They don't have a defensive personnel to guard any Nick. Not even McBride they could fucking guard. They got nobody over there. So therefore, Knicks in 5. 5. That's
I
it.
want the Knicks to win, but I think the Pacers in 7.
We're gonna see. We're gonna
Yeah,
see
we'll
that
see.
game one.
I think
We're
Reggie
gonna
Miller
blow
will
them the
make it.
fuck out.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see.
Fuck the Pacers.
Yeah, whatever. When your guys is running up and down the court and they hands on their hip, hands on their knees, they might as well just play a bunch of sexy red song because that's what's going to end up happening, man. Because
Yo,
them dudes
they're
gonna be
built for
breathing.
this. Nah, they were built for
Oh, so
this.
they built for playing 48
They
minutes
built for
game.
48 minutes. That's what they built for.
Yeah, okay.
And our bench is deep. We got a better bench than they do.
I don't
Even
think
though
so.
they didn't show up last game,
I don't think they
but
have a better bench.
we have a better bench.
Okay, so you're saying McBride is better than the veteran TJ McConnell?
Yes, at this
Maybe.
point, yes,
Maybe.
he can score more
All right,
and
so
he's
then
a
who?
vet.
All right, so then okay,
And
if
then
you're gonna take that, who on your bench is better than Obi Toppin?
to me, we got Ihart coming off the bench because you got Mitch starting. What you
Who?
think Ihart? Isaiah Hartenstein. What you think he doing? Nothing.
Isaiah Hartenstein's a starter. So Obi Toppin comes off the bench. I said, who on your bench is
So
better?
what?
See,
Mitch.
that's that delusional shit that you're
So
going. You
Mitch
don't
comes
even
off the
know who's
bench.
on your bench right now.
Nah, Mitch is
You're
not coming
delusional,
off the
bro.
bench. But Mitch is not coming off the bench. Mitch is starting that game.
They say he's starting that game.
He should be. If not,
Why?
it don't
Why
matter if
start
he
him?
don't.
I won't start him.
Because
For what?
you could get him against Turner.
Come on, he's an offensive liability. At least Hartenstein gives you them little floaters. You got to worry about him.
It don't matter.
Gosh, okay.
It don't matter.
Okay, delusional man. We'll see.
Knicks
I
in
hope,
5.
I hope when they win in 7, you go out there and go buy you a Pacer hat too, man.
Knicks in 5.
Okay,
We
I
just
hear
beat
you.
the harder team.
So you want the revenge when Reggie Miller hit those 3-pointers? You want that, right? You want that, right? That's what you want, the revenge from that, right? You want the revenge from 2013 where
Fuck Roy
Roy
Hibbert.
Hibbert killed y'all. Let bum ass Roy Hibbert killed y'all, right? That's what
Fuck Roy
you want,
Hibbert.
right? Yeah, all right, whatever.
Fuck him. Fuck
Whatever,
Halliburton.
yeah.
Fuck
Whatever.
them.
Whatever. So we gonna move on. We gonna talk about matter of fact, yo, off topic, man. Off topic. Yo, what you think about Kendrick Lamar and Drake shit, man? What you think about that shit, yo? yo, Kendrick has a new joint out.
It's a lot. It's a lot to digest. You gotta fucking like figure out what they all talk. Right now, it's just so fucking personal that they don't want to say it, but they saying it.
Yo, this shit is crazy. Yo, this man just dropped 2 diss tracks right after Drake dropped Family Matters. Jesus, yo. Oh man, I mean,
you could tell they don't like each other at all. At all. And good shit, J. Cole bowed out because he could have been up in there just getting
and
his.
Rick Ross, I think Rick Ross bowed out too, because I think his diss joint.
Yeah, I mean,
it wasn't all that, man. It was okay. I mean, you calling him white boy, whoop-de-doo. I mean, he's half white. I mean, Kendrick Lamar has a mixed breed wife, so it's like whatever, man. I mean, whoop-de-doo. I mean, yo, even on that Family Matters, he dissed ASAP Rocky. I thought when he said the name Rakim, I thought he was talking about the real Rakim. And then I was watching Queen's Flip, and then Queen's Flip said, nah, he can't be ASAP Rocky. I said, yo, it's good though. It's good. I like it. But I wish
it's good, but I gotta hear it at least 20 times to understand every single bar that's on there.
I don't think nobody has a better diss track than Chris Brown. I mean, he still has that best diss track out of all of them.
I mean, look, Quavo shut the fuck up. He got to.
Because I mean, come on, Quavo, really? Still not no lyricist. He's one of the I mean, that's his music. Stick to the club, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, yo. Like, he's not a lyricist. So it's like you let an R&B dude become a lyricist and just played you. He finished him. He like Mortal Kombat fatality wins. Like he
And
just
you know what? I
finished.
don't think I don't think there's gonna be a winner in this Drake Kendrick shit. I think we're gonna get so much fucking diss records that niggas is gonna be like, alright, enough is enough. Y'all gotta just chill. That's it. I don't think there's gonna be a clear winner.
Man, that's crazy. So we're gonna talk about with these. It's three teams. We're just gonna focus on. We're not gonna focus on the other teams that lost. We're gonna just focus on. We're gonna focus on the Lakers, Bucks, and Clippers, and we're just gonna talk about what they need to do in the off season because this is a mess. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the Clippers. What you think the Clippers should do in the off season? Of course, we got this situation with Ty Lue. Is he going to be gone? Is he coming back? You know, the Lakers is gunning for him. Especially they looking at two candidates. It's between him, JJ Redick, which is that's LeBron's guy since with his podcast. But what you think the Clippers should do? Because do you think they should just re-sign Paul George or let him go? I mean, you have Russell Westbrook. You could get better pieces for that because I think I don't know what's going on over there. I think he needs to be a starter, and I think he needs to go back to another team. And then, like James Harden, like what's up with him now? Is he becoming a journeyman? So I don't know. So what you think should happen, man, with that Clippers team?
Well, Kawhi ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I think they should resign PG. And I think they should get a better fit other than Westbrook off the bench. Um, Westbrook off the bench is ball dominant, but he also needs, if he's coming off the bench, he needs some shooters around him. And that's what they don't have. They don't have enough shooters coming off the bench other than Powell. Powell is a streaky shooter. I do like him a lot, but they need more. And Westbrook just isn't going to give you enough offensive power. Defensively, I think he's still good. Can he energize your team? Absolutely. But as the fit for the LA Clippers, that's not the right fit.
So what about James Harden?
James Harden is what they need. James Harden is a guy who's a playmaking guard. He ain't going to get you 30 points every single night like he used to. But can he control the game? Can he do other things? Absolutely. Can he play defense? Whenever he wants to. But I think they are a better fit with Paul George and Kawhi. Kawhi healthy, they are a better team, but it's just not enough. They're hamstrung by Kawhi because Kawhi could just not give a fuck and just sit out for 2 weeks saying his knees is bummed.
Yo, it's been every year with that guy, yo.
It's every year.
Ever since the bubble, right? He's been missing. So the bubble was what 2020. He goes until 2021. He's missing in action.
Yeah.
He's missing in action for the playoffs. You go to 2022. He's missing in action for the playoffs. You go to 2023. He's missing in action for the playoffs. This year again, he plays what? How many games he played? One. He played one game, and then he's just gone for the season. Yo, man, come on, man, come on. Like, what's up? What's going on? It's like between him and Embiid, I don't know who misses more playoff games because Embiid has a stomach ache. He has a paralyzed. He's paralyzed in one face. He has the knee situation, but he balled out. This guy, that's why I'm giving Embiid respect. But this guy, like every year, it's something with that knee. They gotta drain the knee. They gotta do this, do this, do this. How about you just sit him out towards the end of the season? Say he has some injuries, just sit his ass out, right? And then let his ass come back and have a healthy playoff because this is ridiculous. Like it's been like this for 4 straight seasons that he can't play in the playoffs. So I think Westbrook, I don't know. I think it's just over for him. I think he needs to be on a team where he can start because he still got game and he should just be starting. I don't think he should just be coming off the bench because he's an issues, a liability when it comes towards the end of the game with that Clippers team. He can't fucking shoot. So it's like him and Zubac, it's like you're gonna be playing 3-on-5 when it's a mess with that situation. But I mean, they're better than the Lakers and the Bucks right now. So I don't
I
know.
mean, I think Westbrook will be a good fit for a team like the Brooklyn Nets. I think
Oh,
he's a
hell
good
no.
fit for a team like maybe the Miami Heat. They just need other players other than I mean, the Heat are tired of Jimmy Butler being injured. He's the same Kawhi. Jimmy's
And he
becoming one of
wasn't
those
injured last
players.
year though. He played. He
Yeah,
took
he
them to the
played,
finals
but
last year.
he took
Tyler
a
Hero
lot.
was the one that was injured with the
But he
broken
took a
hip.
lot of time off in the regular season, though. Again, this is the second time in a year that the Miami Heat were a playing team. Second straight year. Last year was a fluke. Last year was a miracle. Last year, I don't know what the fuck was last year because they didn't have Hero. They had motherfuckers like Gabe Vincent who got a contract with the Lakers and did what?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he's becoming one of those players where they're gonna get tired of him too. You know what I'm saying? But I like Westbrook with Brooklyn. I like Westbrook with teams like that need a ball dominant guard that can, you know, hopefully it's his shooting, man. Let me just stop. It's his fucking shooting. His shooting's just terrible. If he can't score, then I
So
mean
I
nobody's gonna
think
play.
that he's been like this his whole career. I don't know why he don't just go to the gym. You know what? I think he shouldn't shoot threes, but I still give him respect, right? Because at least he takes the jump shot. Since you mentioned the Brooklyn Nets, we got a guy on that team that doesn't want to take not one jump shot. But every year we keep seeing him at the rec center in the gym somewhere in New York shooting threes, shooting jump shot, turn around like he looking like Kobe Bryant on the court. He doing all this and he doesn't want to take a jump shot. But when it comes to the NBA game, it's like Wemby don't even have to be in the game and he's still scared to shoot the ball. Like it's a mess with that situation.
Yeah,
But
I think it's a mental hurdle for him. But that's what I think
I don't
about the
think he want to
Clippers.
play basketball. I don't think it's something mental. I don't think he want to play ball.
Yeah. Well,
So let's go over to the Lakers. What you think the Lakers need to do? They fired their coach Darvin Ham. Do you think it's Darvin Ham's fault or you think it's the players' fault?
I mean, they already made their choice. They fired the whole fucking coaching staff. So whoever they bring in, they're gonna have their own coaching staff. It's they're gonna run it with the same fucking players. That's exactly what they're gonna do. D'Lo is still gonna be there. You know,
But
LeBron
he
is
has a
gonna
player
resign.
option. So he has a player's option, so he can opt out.
I mean, he can opt out, but how many teams are really gonna break the bank and give him anything more than what he's already making? I think he takes the player option. Try to make the best of it, and hopefully gets that same kind of bread next season. But I think they're gonna run it back with the same players, new coach, Rui Hachimura. You got to get more out of him. I was very excited when he first got to LA, but
Vanderbilt didn't play.
I mean, listen, he didn't do much. Game Vincent. Hopefully, he has this year to recover and comes back stronger and does something for that fucking team. But yeah, I can see them just running it again. LeBron is gonna be older. AD is gonna be older. I don't know how long he has either with those fucking multiple injuries that he head, eye, arm, fingers, toes, toenail, whatever the fuck he touches, he complains about. But um, I think, I just think they're gonna stay the same. I'm excited to see what kind of coach they're gonna get. I do like Bud and Atkinson. But yeah, I see them running it again. Same squad, no changes.
Me, I feel like D'Angelo Russell should go. Right? So they should just keep Austin, because Austin Reeves, man, people be shitting on him. Gilbert on his show, they be shitting on him sometimes, but he's all right. You know what I'm saying? He's okay. I think they should, just continue with him. Hachimura now, I don't know. It seems like he's allergic to playoff basketball because he's off and on. This game he does something, next game he does nothing. This Anthony Davis situation, it's like the Lakers is just getting older and older. Anthony Davis is getting older and he's always injured. But this year, he played about 70-some games. First time in his career, that's wow that we're congratulating men to be playing 70-some games. Guys like Karl Malone played all 82 at one point. Sometimes he'll miss a game. AC Green, who played with the Lakers back in his heyday in the 80s, was known to be the Iron Man. And he played. Now we got guys, we're celebrating guys for playing 70-some games. He played 70-some games. Kawhi played 70-some games. Like, yo, bro, like, you dudes are brittle and y'all stay injured. Like, this is crazy. But, Vanderbilt, he didn't play. Gabe Vincent, they didn't have him for the whole season, and then you just throw him in the fire. They brought in what's this guy? He came from the Brooklyn Nets, man. I'm trying to think. Dinwiddie, they brought him in, and it's like, come on now, like
He was
trying
ass.
to the system is like he didn't do nothing because it's like he's just out there.
So at what point was it the coach's fault? If you bringing in all these players, Vanderbilt, Rui, fucking Gabe Vincent, Dinwiddie, none of those players did anything.
Well, here's the issue with the Lakers, right? You see what the Minnesota Timberwolves are doing. They doing. I think the players should take the brunt of the blame because the coach is just out there to coach you and tell you, look, he's whatever he's seeing from the outside while he's looking at the court, he can tell you what's going on, right? Now, of course, I've heard other players say this. When they out there, they can be like, yo, nah, fuck that shit. We're not running that play that the coach said we're gonna run. We're gonna run this. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't go down to AD down the stretch in game one, right? That's where they messed up against Denver. You didn't go down with AD was killing this guy, Jokic. He was killing the Joker. You didn't go to him. The man only shoots one shot in the fourth quarter. Come on now. LeBron James should have been like this. We're not running that. We're going to AD. Man, AD, man, cook Joker's ass. Man, cook that man. So they did the same shit in game two. You didn't go to him. You went away from what y'all was doing when y'all was leading in the first half. Okay? Y'all go do something else. Y'all allowing D-Lo to say, oh, I want to do this and shoot threes. Boom. Then you're letting, it's like it's no pecking order. They should have just, I don't know what's going on over there, right? And then the coach is, of course, is his fault because he should have noticed, yo, man, AD is cooking. Let's use AD to cook this guy. You know what I'm saying? But, or LeBron, cook your matchup. They didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't do that. And it was like they was just doing that through the whole series. And then the Christian Woods thing. I don't know what's going on over there. I know he had some situation with with his baby moms and shit. But I don't know what's going on. I saw him at the last game. He got up and walked somewhere, so it looked like he ain't injured. He could have played. He didn't play at all. So I don't know what's going on with that. So it's just looking crazy with that situation, man. It's just I'm like, yo, that shit is just wow, man. Like them niggas, I don't know. So they just use the coach as a scapegoat and say, yo, it's his fault, and let's go get a coach. Now, if Ty Lue doesn't go, what coach is out there that want to coach this team? Because if I was a coach, I'd stay away from that shit. Be like, I don't want to be a part of that. Because y'all might fire me in 2 years because if I can't get a winning situation going on over there. So,
I mean, the culture that they have there, if you're not coaching well, they'll disrespect you in front of the fucking cameras.
I won't even want to coach there because it's like, yo, let LeBron James coach the team.
That's the problem. I don't even want JJ Redick to even take the job because that shit just doesn't. It's not gonna go well when you got somebody like LeBron. As soon as they don't agree with your shit, they're gonna put you on blast. They've been doing it for the last 2 seasons.
That's a fact. I mean, how many coaches they had since the bubble? So they had Frank Vogel
That's
since the
one.
bubble. Who they had? They had Luke.
They had Luke Walton for a bit.
They had Luke Walton. Then they had Byron Scott.
Nah, that was before the bubble.
LeBron James was there before the bubble. He was there with the young kids. So I mean, yo, they had mad coaches. They had like 5 coaches in 4 years. They had a lot of coaches, but I don't know. I mean, they're not that bad though. They're not in bad shape.
They're not. They had. I mean, LeBron
Not
has some
they're not,
injuries
they're
this
not in
year.
bad shape.
They're not. They're okay. They gotta try to do better than being a playing team because they're wasting a lot of energy getting out of that playing. And it showed in the first round.
Yeah, yeah. They've been in the play-in for the last 3 years, yo. It's been looking like so. It's if it ain't the coach, then it means it's the team and the way how they constructed. So yeah, they've been looking real bad, but sometimes injuries play a part. You know, I mean, they were supposed to beat the Suns. AD got injured. He pulled his groin.
Yep.
so
Yep.
so you know, then AD they missed the playoffs in one of those years too. As the year they had Russ, so they missed the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, they not that bad, but the Suns is bad. So let's talk about them. Where do
Oh
you
boy.
go from here? Because they don't have no money to get nobody. It's just they're gonna have to build with veterans. They can't even they don't have no draft picks until 2030, I think. Like it's a mess over there. You got a new owner thinking he know what he doing. He used to play in Michigan State, you know. I mean, it's just a mess. Like, what you think they should do? Because you got Bill, you got Booker, you got KD, and it's like Booker's the youngest one. He's balling, but I don't think you can have him in point guard situations. Is I don't know where to start with that because like how can you? I think they should just move KD.
Damn. I don't know. I think they keep KD. They keep Beal. They run the same squad. They hope and pray that Beal doesn't get injured as much as he did this year. The bench got to be a little bit better. I do like Grayson Allen on that squad. It gives them another scoring option, a spot up shooter, somebody who could shoot the three very well, plays defense. They just need a better interior defensive person. Nurkic is not that guy. Nurkic will
I
give you
mean,
50
he's never been.
rebounds.
He's always been injured. He's never been that
He's
guy.
another injury prone center. Great rebounder. He can get you them double doubles. He's not that good a defender as he used to be because of those injuries. So
But
what do you do with that?
but why Frank Vogel didn't play Bobo. I mean, it's something going on there.
I'm telling you, I think Bobo is just plain fucking stupid. He's just not a high IQ player. He can't follow the fucking plays. If you notice all of his highlights, they're all broken fucking plays. They're either ISOs or offensive rebounds that he just fucking grabs and just does whatever the fuck he can
Yeah,
to
but I
just
don't think
score.
they don't need to run no. But they don't need to run no plays for him. I
I mean,
mean, you
you
got three
talking
guys he
about
can run plays for.
if the play is for KD and you got Bobo on the court and it's Bobo that fucks up the play and it's Bobo that scores, KD gonna be tight. He'd be like, yo, bro, follow the fucking play. Same thing with Booker. If the play is for Booker to shoot a three and your man Bobo is out there doing whatever the fuck that he does and fucks it up and scores, you got teammates hating on that shit. You got coaches like, yo, why am I drawing up? What am I doing late at night drawing up these plays? So Bobo could be out there and just fuck it up and just shoots the ball. That's my belief. He's very talented. He's just as skilled as Wembenyama, but he's dumb. He's probably just a dumb motherfucker. And it suits well for those fucking buns, cause that GM is a dumb motherfucker trading Bridges and all those draft picks just to get an old ass KD. Now, I think they should try and trade with the Nets again and try to get Nicholas Claxton. Now, Nick Claxton is on. He's gonna be a restricted free agent. He don't want to stay with the Nets because he can tell that the Nets are not gonna win. He wants to go to a winning team. If they can somehow do a sign and trade and get Claxton and get rid of Nurkic, that makes them a way better defensive team, especially when they're switching off of those pick and rolls. Because now you have KD at the forward, and then you have Nick Clax manning the big. Other than
Um,
that, there's nothing else I can. Yeah, not even on 2K can you do anything. On 2K, the game, you definitely have to trade KD. You definitely have to trade Booker. But in real life, they can't do nothing. They're strapped. No draft picks, no nothing. Unless they break that team up. I don't see it happening.
yeah, it's a mess, man. I don't know. It's just like ever since KD left Golden State, it's just been going downhill. You go to Brooklyn, it's a mess. You come to Phoenix, the management made it a mess. So the players ain't make it a mess. It's management made it a mess. I mean, in Brooklyn, the players made it a mess because you got James Harden. Oh, I don't want to be in this debacle. I don't want to be in this mess. He leaves, go to Philly. Kyrie is like, I don't know. Then it's just like one little thing after another. He gets traded to Dallas, and it's like, oh hell no, this dude's here by himself. He ends up in Phoenix. And you know what? They had a decent squad when they had Chris Paul, when they had DeAndre Ayton. You know what I'm saying? Now Ayton had issues with Monty Williams. Okay, Monty Williams is in Detroit now. They should have kept DeAndre Ayton. They should have just kept you, and you still fired the coach. You should have just kept Ayton. I would have never bought in Nurkic. I'd have just kept Ayton, and that was it. Ayton is a better player in his career right now than Nurkic. He could shoot the little midi. He could grab rebounds. He could block shots here and there. He's a younger player. They should have just kept him. But nah, you send him to Portland. You get Nurkic, who's always hurt. I don't know what they should do, but that's neither here or there. It's like it's just crazy with that. But the last team we're gonna talk about is the Bucks, and I want to ask you this: did you see what Patrick Beverly did at the end of that game against the Pacers? What
That's
you think about that?
terrible. They everybody's already calling him out. They're already saying that he probably won't get re-signed to any NBA team just because he's been bouncing around the league for the last 5 years. this attitude, this villainized persona that he puts on himself versus everybody else is just it's just nasty already. Like, you don't belong to a team. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is year one with the Bucks, and you're acting as if as a team this is what it's like. I tell my kids, I'm like, listen, the way you behave outside is a reflection of your parents. Motherfucker is throwing balls, acting like a maniac. It reflects the organization. They don't fuck with that. Throwing the ball at the woman. Matter of fact, he missed the first time and then hit a woman in the face. Funny style, my man asks for the ball back and re-aims it at the dude he really wanted to hit and chucked the ball at him.
But that's not even
What
it,
the
though.
fuck?
But that's not even it. So he goes to the press conference, and they had a female that works for ESPN. She asked him a question, and he basically told her, "Are you subscribed to my podcast?" She says no, and he's told her, "Well, you can't talk to me until you subscribe to me." It's basically saying, "Yo, you can't talk to me until you subscribe to my podcast." That's what he basically sums it up right there. I mean, so ESPN says, "Oh yeah, you're banned from any activities or whatever to come up here and talk." So he can't even go up to ESPN. Nowhere. I
And
mean,
that fucks
well,
up.
bro,
That fucks up.
this is the second time he has done something where he lost an NBA series and he let his emotions get the best of him. Remember the infamous push against Chris Paul because they lost, and then you got this situation here. But let's not just only talk about him. Let's talk about how where do the Bucks go from here? So yo, they got Doc Rivers. Some shady shit to me in my eyes. I think it was going on. You know, they was like what 33-15 when they fired Adrian Griffin, which used to be he was a good solid player when he played. I remember him when he played for the Mavericks. But you fired him. You bring in Doc. Doc has I think a 500 record going into the playoffs down the stretch when they fired that coach. So it just looked horrible. So I think Karma's a bitch. You don't like the coach, but your team is winning. You get rid of him. And then when you get rid of him, you had this little dance off that you had in the beginning of the game before the game started. And then after that, look what ended up happening. I believe in karma. Karma is a bitch because now it is looking like you almost tore your Achilles. And if that man tears his Achilles, Giannis doesn't have basketball skills. He's an athlete. I don't think he's a basketball player. He's an athletic player. And if he loses that, he doesn't have no other type of game. He doesn't have a back to the basket game. He doesn't have a mid-range game. He definitely doesn't have a three-point game. His game is just running to that basket, bullying people right over. You know what I'm saying? So karma is a bitch, and that's what it is. And this is why they lost this series. Y'all had defensive deficiencies, and it looked like that because of Drew Holiday is not there anymore. So he kind of took care of the situation. He guarded the best perimeter player. Brook Lopez, I remember when he played for the Nets, he was a low post problem. Now he just want to play new age basketball and just shoot threes all day. You know what I'm saying? Bobby Portis is out here. He always want to fight. You know, you're bringing Drake Crowder. What are you doing with him? He's just out there doing nothing. I mean, Beasley was trying to do his game. Middleton was hurt. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's going on with that squad over there. It's just looking real suspect and calm as a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on with that team. I think it's
Yeah,
over.
I don't see them getting rid of Lillard. I seen him running it back just because Doc Rivers just got there. I think they should trade Brook Lopez, get some value, get some younger legs in there. I like Brook Lopez, but you got to find some value in your team so you can trade. You're not trading Lillard. You're not. Who's gonna take Middleton with his injury history and give you something in return? It won't make any sense. You gotta hope that Giannis comes back from his injury. He's 100% healthy. If not, you might have to just play him maybe 60 to 65 games next year. Sit him out a few games. Let him know, listen, fuck you and your awards. You're not getting shit. We need you for the playoffs. And whatever Doc Rivers can bring over the offseason, hopefully it works out for Lillard because Lillard was lost. Lillard really blew up when Giannis went out because he became more ball dominant.
Yeah, but
But
he
so
he,
his,
he
his
had he had
injuries,
off the court issue. He had family issues.
he has family issues. I think it's more so that he has what you call that? He was homesick. I don't think he really likes Milwaukee like that as a city.
And I
But
won't like it either.
right, but I mean, you are where you are, so that played a factor. Maybe the second year will be a lot different.
Yeah, but you know what though? I don't see no different because he played in Portland, so it's kind of like
Yeah,
it's
but when
probably
you're in Portland for the
similar.
last decade and shit, and now you move into a different piece of shit city. I mean, look, homeboy ain't even rapping. He didn't come out with a single bar yet. No album, no nothing. My man just stuck in
I
Milwaukee
mean, it
doing
was
nothing.
playoff time. He didn't have time for that, but
Yeah, time. He had some time when he
it
injured his
didn't, it
fucking
didn't
neck.
even make no sense bringing him back in the last game because they got cooked.
And got cooked. But the worst team out of those, I think the Suns in the worst position. I think Lakers were running back. I think they're in a good position. They just need to find a coaching staff. I think Milwaukee will be in a better position next year with Doc Rivers, and we'll see.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Suns and they got the worst issue going on right now. But that's a wrap for our show. Sorry, we had technical difficulties. Shout outs to my guy Hall. Shout outs to my guy Jay. Shout
Yes,
outs to
sir.
my guy July. He said Knicks in 5. I say Pacers in 7.
You don't believe that. You don't even believe that, but
I
Knicks
believe that.
5.
I believe that because I'm not stressing myself out. That's
Knicks
what I'm
5.
not going to do.
Fuck Rick Carlisle. Fuck T.J. McConnell. Fuck Dale
Yeah,
Davis.
yeah,
Motherfucker. Fuck all you Davises.
whatever,
Fuck the Pacers.
whatever,
Fuck them all.
whatever, whatever. Hold on, but you know what? I'm gonna bring my guy Hall up here. I'm gonna see what Hall got to say. You know, yo, Hall, come off the mute. You hear this guy, Hall?
Yo, Julio, you wildin', man.
What
My
am
boy,
I saying that's violent? I speak the truth. I
my
already
boy
said
going crazy,
the
man.
76ers. I'm saying it against that bum ass team, the Pacers. Like,
Yeah.
who they beat? Who the Pacers just beat?
Beat the
Let's
Bucks.
put him there by himself. Let's put him. Let's put him there by himself. Yo, Hall, what are you saying, Hall?
This guy, man. Come on. You saying the Pacers don't got no bench, man? You say OP Toppers can't shoot? You didn't say that boy shooting?
We got the better defense. How are they gonna shoot when we're gonna be covered all over them?
I don't know, man. Y'all
Hey,
got no
yo,
bench, bro.
matter of fact, we got you on a solo right now. Why don't you
Yeah, man.
close it out with your last words, man? Close it out.
Last words
Yeah,
is
close it
listen.
out, man.
Fuck all of y'all that doubted the Knicks. See, y'all said Philly was the better team. We mopped them dudes in 6 games. Know what I mean? What you think we're gonna do with the Pacers? Pacers are not even close of a defensive team like Philly was. They don't even have those kind of players. You think Jalen Brunson is scared of T.J. McConnell?
Oh my
Get
gosh.
the fuck out of here, yo. Oh my god. Get the fuck. No, man. No. Obi Toppin. The reason why we got rid of Obi Toppin was my man just couldn't play defense. He was bitching because he couldn't play defense. Mad because Randall was all NBA. We got you, bro. Send him packing. And he still can't play defense. Man, we're gonna walk. Oh my god, we're gonna kick the yo. Game on tomorrow, right? Tomorrow.
Yeah, get them all.
We're gonna
And
see.
that's a wrap for our show. That's crazy what this guy is talking about. Right, Hall? Yo, that's crazy.
Definitely crazy.
Yes,
We
sir.
outie. We out. Yes, sir.